Alright guys, what's going on? Team Runnin here. Bringing you your Valentine's Day fishing report at the Fort Pierce Inlet at the jetty. Fishing has been really slow. There has not been a lot of bites going on. There are small schools of Spanish mackerel that have moved in. They're feeding on the glass minnows really close to the rocks, but they're not even keeper size. Most of them are about 9 to 10 inches long. They're tiny. They're only hitting small, really small glass minnow baits. We couldn't even get them on our smallest gotcha plugs that we had. But what has been biting is flounder. We've been getting a lot of flounder lately. This past trip that we did on Valentine's Day, we got 4, which isn't too bad, but we really had to work for them. They're not biting as hard as they normally do. What's been working for us is Berkeley Gulp swimming mullets in the pearl white color, 4 inches long. On a jig head, we've been using really bright colored jig heads, orange, pinks, some white, and it seemed like the offsetting colors on the jig head are really what's turning the flounder bite on. That they were biting the weird colors, orange and pinks, more than they were any other color. But they're out there. If you go out there, you spend a couple hours, you'll probably get at least one. We were out there. We got out there at 8. We left. We came back at 2. And we ended up staying from 2 until sunset. And really the bite didn't turn on until that last golden hour. We got 3 back-to-back. Kind of smaller ones. They're usually right around the slot size, 12 inches, 13 inches, 14 inches. We had one that we brought in that was, our biggest one was 17, or 16. So that's been pretty good. They're still biting at the South Bridge, real close to the pilings there. Same baits. They'll bite shrimp too. My buddy who was fishing with me, he ended up catching one that was about 17 inches there at the South Bridge. So they're over there too. Another thing to look for is sheep's head. Sheep's head are running real big right now. A lot of nice catches, 4 or 5 pound sheep's head. That's been the common fish that's being caught right now. Live shrimp has been, live and dead shrimp is your best bet right now, and just free line it on the intercoastal side, not the ocean side, but the actual inlet side. Just free line it, let it drift in the current alongside the rocks, and you'll get bit pretty soon. A lot of nice catches. They're running real hard right now with this cold weather. Another thing we've been seeing a lot of, and that you'll see in this video, is we got 2 guys pulled in some really nice margays. One was a black margay, the other was a white margay. One of them was 4 1/4 pounds and was about 19 or 20 inches long, and the other one was just about as big. So that if you're going out, you're trying to get something you can fry up. Margay's real good. It's in the grunt family. They taste good. That would be something to go look for. They were hitting the live shrimp just like the sheep's head were. Fiddler crabs are also working real good out there. There has also been some catches of some undersized muttons, and a lot of guys been real disappointed. We're talking like half an inch underneath the slot size. So you go out there, you might get lucky. On the end of the finger casting out in the ocean side, you might find some undersized muttons. Maybe you'll get lucky and pick up a nice sized mutton. The weather's just been beautiful though. The wind blowing real hard in the morning, ended up dying, and just about turned into glass the last couple hours of daylight on Saturday. So if you get a chance, go out there, put a couple hours in. I would say preferably either one of the golden hours, and either early in the beginning of the morning or later in the evening. probably your best bet. Try tossing the gulp swimming mullets for some flounder. There has been a couple reports of snook. When I first got out there, I was talking to some guys. One guy said he caught 4 on live shrimp on the end of the finger, and he was just drifting them. No weights, just free line shrimp. So those are out there biting still. I think he said they were all undersized, just barely. But it is snook season now, so if you can catch one, you get lucky enough, you can bring it home with you if it's within the slot and you got a snook stamp. Let's see what else is biting out there right now. A little bit further down, I was talking with one of the guys that was there, and he said that the pompano are biting at Frederick Douglass Beach. You go out early in the morning, get your surf rods set up down there with sand fleas, and he said you could go out and limit in a pretty short amount of time, like 2 or 3 hours. You'd have a limit. So that those are biting real good down there. We didn't get any at the jetty. About 2 weeks prior to that making of this video, we were out there when we caught all those bluefish and Spanish mackerel, and there was a guy out there who caught a nice 2-pound or 2.5 pounds, something like that, pompano, real nice size. And so they're out there, but they're just not being caught with any regular basis. But that should do it for our fishing report. If you guys got any questions, want any tips or anything, just leave me a comment. I'll do my best to answer and get you guys hooked up on catching some fish out there. One thing I will say is if you go out there targeting the flounder, use a jigging method when you're reeling in those swimming mullet. Don't just let them drag on the bottom. I ended up getting one that way, but I was getting them with real regularity, giving them a real sharp pop, letting it sink all the way back down to the bottom, and they were eating it up like it was candy. So hope to see you guys out there. Good luck and tight lines.